my first trail in 1971.
Wow.
And I started incorporating what I learned from the elders about the healing powers of nature. And it's been an evolution of probably 6 or 8 trails over the years, and it's culminated in this trail. Are you familiar with labyrinths? There's a center in every labyrinth is a journey to the center of your mind. So this is it can be a deeply reflective, meditative experience. Well, the reason we put it right here at the beginning of the trail is that people are coming, they're driving here and they've got their workaday worlds and their stresses and all that sort of thing. Here's a place to just relax. The trail is very well defined. You know where you're going and you know where you're going to come back. So you can just relax into the experience. You don't have to worry about where the trail is going or follow a map or anything like that. It's just a quiet, centering experience. What the elders taught me is to essentially be as a question. Question what's come before us, question what's here right now. And there are no answers. If you think you have an answer, you haven't asked a question. Just keep going and going and going. And that's what gives life its juice, If we be as a question, we're not going to end up with a belief system. We're not going to end up with judgments. We're not going to be bullying each other. We're not going to be categorizing each other. We're just going to be constantly listening, constantly inquisitive, constantly embracing. It's all about relationship. And when we question, we're always in relationship. We're always growing in relationship. That's where I like to be. And that's what this trail is about. This is a really accessible way for people to come and re-immerse themselves. We call this the Healing Nature Trail. It's a double entendre because nature is helping us to heal, helping us to renew ourselves, get back to what it is to be human. And in order to do that, we are helping nature to return to who she is, to her pristine state. So we're helping nature to heal while nature helps us to heal. People come for a wide variety of reasons. Some people come because they just want to reconnect with nature. We had a woman who came last weekend, and she lives up here. She lives in the North Woods, and she was walking this trail, walking slowly and reflectively, and she came to tears. Time and again she came to tears because she said she's always been looking, but she's never really seen. We were pointing out some plants and feeling and touching and tasting things. She never did that. Some people come for walking meditation. Some people come to unwind. They lead high-stress lives. They just come and walk slowly, reflectively. Some people come for healing purposes. Some people come for self-discovery purposes. The whole trail is based on manifesting the mind-body connection. We're 98% of what we do is by habit and pattern. We keep doing the same things over and over and over. That's primarily how we function in our lives. Well, on our healing journey, that doesn't work because what we do every day has gotten us where we are, and we have to do something different in order to transform ourselves, in order to reconnect with what it is to be who we are intended to be. So the trail is designed with abrupt changes in elevation, such as this bridge. This could have been just a perfectly horizontal bridge across the wetland here, but we gave it a big rise for just that reason. Because when you have to do something different physically, you're using new synapses. Maybe we have repressed emotions or subconscious feelings that would be good to get out so that we can process them, so that we can release ourselves from those old stories. This is what the trail is designed to facilitate. This is a healing trail. Signs on the trail. We want everything to be as intuitive and nonverbal as possible. This is about as close to a sign as you're going to get. And the reason for that is that the trail runs in a circle all around the perimeter of the island, and it goes in a clockwise direction, which is sunwise. and that magnifies the energy of the healing energy of the earth, because everything in nature goes in a sunwise direction. You know, we've got the trail of the sun and the moon going clockwise. The path of life, you talk with native people, traditional people, they talk about the sun trail, the path of life, which starts in the east with birth, goes through life to the west, the direction where the elders go when they pass over. That's the direction of wisdom and perspective. So this is the path of life, the sun trail, and that's the way we're going to be walking this trail. So someone can come here who's working on a deep trauma memory, and they're out, they have this panoramic vista, and at the same time they feel safe and secure because they're still in the trees. So this is a very special healing spot. This bridge is going over a beaver canal. There are canals going through the wetland here, and the beaver go up to the highland to cut trees, and they slice them up into log sections, and they float them out to their lodge or to the dam where they're building their dam. Our floating islands, day before yesterday we had a southerly breeze, and this was all open water here. All these islands were over that way, and now we have a northerly breeze, and the islands are floating this way. Yeah, we have fun sometimes. You can hop on one of these islands and push yourself with a stick. First of all, we're on a beaver dam right now. Crosses the wetland. There's a stream running through here, and this is a beaver pond. And we have more pond here. I'll talk about that later. Right here, you see here's the stream tumbling over the dam, and that's generating negative ions. You ever notice how good and refreshed you feel after a rain? If you go outside, the air is just so clean. Well, the feeling is from the negative ions that the moving water generated. Any moving water generates negative ions, which are uplifting to the spirit, help strengthen the immune system. Very healing, very cleansing. So we paddled around here. I know this area well already, but I never thought of it in terms of it being a possible labyrinthine experience. And we've got these beautiful little 10-foot canoes I'll show you up here, little solo boats that can go all over the place in these wetlands. So we decided we were going to have an aquatic labyrinth. And you'll see up here we have a little canoe livery with some boats, and people can come and they can go out here and have a quiet, reflective experience on the water. There's a tradition in Korea where when a woman has a child, she will go out in some nook in nature and create a cairn, which is essentially an altar for that child. And whenever there's something memorable or something profound that happens in the child's life, the woman will go there and place something in the cairn as a remembrance. And if the child is struggling, if the child's in trouble, the woman will come and place an offering. So this cairn serves a number of purposes. What we do is encourage people who are coming to walk the trail to bring something that they want to leave as an offering. Could be a favorite crystal or a stone or a feather or a piece of driftwood, it doesn't matter, whatever. And it's a symbol of release, of letting go of something precious, of embracing what is beyond, of trusting. And when people come back from the trail, if there's something that speaks to them that they'd like to take as a remembrance of their experience here, they can take something from the cairn and take it home with them. In Japan now, it's amazing. You can go to a regular doctor, a regular allopathic doctor, and you can get a prescription that's paid for by your insurance company to go spend time in nature. It's crazy. But the insurance companies are saving tremendously because you heal on average 30% faster from a major illness just by spending 15 minutes a day out in nature. That's all it takes. It's all here. The grounding effect of the subtle electromagnetic energy of the earth helps to boost the immune system. It's all there. We just have to connect. These are used for working things out. It's the same concept as art therapy. Some people are verbal, some people are more visceral, some people are more tactile. So here, someone has a trauma memory, for example, just can't express it, don't have the conscious memory of what was going on, but they know they're wounded. So they can just play it out here, and it's amazing. You just touch the sand and things start to come and things start to be shaped. And for a lot of people, this is the transition from victimization to empowerment, because here I have something that I have control over. I can tell my story. Nobody else is involved here. And once I have created my story, I can do whatever I want with it. I can honor it, I can destroy it, I can pee on it if I want. I have power. This is a big step in empowerment for a lot of wounded people. It works beautifully. We're really fortunate that this land has not been logged. There are two rituals here that are very effective for release in conjunction with the trail. One is to write down what is troubling me, what I want to let go of, write it on paper, and then throw it in the fire, release it, watch it literally go up in smoke. And fire is instant compost. You know, here are the ashes that we talked about before. Here are the ashes again, which are going to renew life. And here's the breath, the carbon dioxide, which the trees inhale, and they exhale oxygen, which we inhale. And we have this ritual going with the trees, this constant breath ritual, circular breathing with the trees. For me, it's all about the shamanic journey, the deeper reason for doing what we do. And here we have the four elements of earth, air, fire,